If you're ever in a jam, here I am.
Theater, I think, is the most important equalizer because it illuminates, it opens minds.
I'm your bail. It's friendship, friendship, just a perfect blend.
Theater allows you to realize that you aren't one fixed personality.
La dig, dig, dig. If you're ever up a tree, phone to me.
It's our job as actors to find ourselves in the characters that we play. It is this process of discovery and empathy and sympathy, collaboration and trust that makes this magic happen. I'm getting chills.
Good evening, friends.
My best friend lived across the street, Karen Krause. She was taking dramatic lessons at Mr. and Mrs. Rudolph's dramatic school, which was above the Maplewood movie theater. Because she was going, I wanted to go. In junior high and high school, I did drama classes. My parents originally thought I was going into speech therapy. So there I am in the gymnasium, and speech therapy's over here, and theater's over here, and my parents are 3,500 miles away. So I just gravitated to the theater. Now, I never lied to them. They would say, how's school? I'd say, great. How are your classes? Great. My mother found out first. My father came out after I was awarded the Outstanding Junior in Theater Award. He was fine with it as long as I minored in education and had a backup career, which I did do. Can you bring the blue up full to add to the purple?
The woman is called an Eshet Chayil, which means a courageous woman, a woman of valor. It reminds me of her. She's the director of her own life.
I'm just going to say she's new to the Invisible Theater, our newest favorite daughter.
Susan, oh my goodness. In that little frame, there is a person that is larger than life, always positive.
There's a prayer for women, talks about a person who always has kindness on her lips.
Looking for the very best in people and just sharing all of that she knows with other people. I've been a hairdresser for 34 years. Her hair, like Anna Wintour from Vogue, is absolutely iconic. It is who they are.
You see that all. An incredibly exacting eye. That kind of eye is a boon and a curse.
She could be a bit of a hard ass. You need somebody with that kind of drive to make sure it's everything it's supposed to be. Whatever's on stage, it's what sometimes is needed.
Then as an actor, you have to rise to the occasion.
You walk over here to talk to this audience. That looks good.
I walked into this theater. It was just this magic little gem of a space. And then this woman walks out on stage. It's a one-person show called Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe. The actor plays multiple characters. I laughed, I cried, I pondered, a lot of things came to question, came to light. It was just an incredible performance. And that is how I met Ms. Susan Claassen.
About 1976, common love of the theater pulled us together. I introduced Susan the Invisible Theater, and I said, we should go by and see what it's like.
I was going up the steps, and I really felt as if I was entering a hotbed of artistic creativity. Everybody learned how to do everything. First 10 years, all we did were original plays. We became a forum for new playwrights to express their voices. And then we moved to the current location.
In the summer of 1976, we had space to rent. The Invisible Theater was interested. That was when we first met Susan.
The old Pioneer Laundry, which we converted into a theater with virtually no money. The first year of our collective at the Invisible Theater was artistically fabulous and economically devastating. Most of the gentlemen in the company moved on to other things. All of a sudden, we became a woman-run theater.
I've known Susan since 1986. So my job is to enhance the actor's character. I built it for her. The piece behind me, the stars and rhinestones are all hand sewn on. She wanted an iconic tuxedo look, so this was it.
Art opens minds when people see what people can achieve rather than assuming what they can't achieve. I would write grants, and we developed a whole arts education program. See the me inside of me, see what's special.
I first came here as a CETA worker, which stands for Community Education Training Act. A 40-hour-a-week job in the theater, and I thought I was in heaven. We had some great teaching opportunities, and our crowning glory is Project Pastime. The students love her. They think she's an animated character. She just lifts them up, has a very high bar of what she expects of them, and they answer that call.
My late daughter, Jana, participated in Pastime Players, which is Invisible Theater's program for young people with developmental disabilities.
What you train for all during the school year.
We do dancing, drama, I do solos, I do poetry. I'm a teacher's assistant, and then I help them act like a role model and how to dance, how to sing.
Gail Fitzhugh and I wrote the theme song, and the lyric goes, "The me inside of me is striving to be free. The me inside of me is letting go. Oh, the me inside of me is the very best of me. It's a special friend you'll want to know." And that opened the doors for the audience.
The kids that start out at the beginning, some of them barely will speak. And by the end of the year, they are like little hams, just dancing, singing, acting. So many parents have said, we had no idea that our child could do anything like this.
Besides doing plays together, Suze and I did improv. We called our show Malls and Suze. When you work that close with somebody, put your little frail ego in their hands. And we didn't know each other that well. We brought different ideas, but we had so much in common when it came to like social issues and politics.
I adore acting. It provided an opportunity to be in someone else's shoes.
That adds up to, I was never very good at math.
She works on a character 24 hours a day, and you can see that when you see Edith Head or when you see Dr. Ruth. And she brings that same commitment to directing as well.
Stop staring at each other in the gym and do more exercise.
Susan sometimes has this knowledge of what you are capable of that you don't even know yourself, and finds a way through the process to get you there.
I had had one directing class in college. I was a trained actor. Now 600 directorial projects later, I think I'm beginning to learn how to direct. That was it.
One of the lovely things about having a little theater next door to us is that when they rehearse, you never know what you're going to hear through the walls. Often it was wonderful piano playing. Sometimes it was a beautiful singing voice. Occasionally there would be hoofbeats and occasionally gunshots. Because we're an operating business, every once in a while the burglar alarm would go off in the middle of a performance. My husband cut a little doorway into the wall with a little door so that Susan could reach through to the light panel on our side and switch off some things.
I design and build all of the sets along with Susan. The biggest challenge is that we have 8-foot ceilings over the stage. I can't fly anything in and out. We don't have any wing space, and everything on stage is at a 30-degree angle to the room. There are no square corners. The trick that Susan and I use is you have to take all the disadvantages and make them work for you. The biggest joy is the intimacy with the audience and with the other actors, because you're just all in the same little room experiencing it, and that's magic.
Invisible theater got its name from that invisible energy that flows between performers and an audience that makes the magic of theater. That's why live theater has always been my joy. And people say to me, I've done well over 1,000 performances of A Conversation with Edith Head. Don't you get tired of it? Absolutely not. Every time is new, because the audience is new. If I could give one piece of advice to my younger self, I would say, believe, because I was shy. My looks really didn't come into a vogue at all. I never felt as if I was particularly smart. I always felt that I had to follow certain things. And then I realized it's all inside. As long as I let those on the outside in, we can share that and become the person we were meant to be.
Susan Claassen and the Invisible Theater Ensemble.
Hi, I'm Tom McNamara, host of Arizona Illustrated. Thank you for watching this Arizona Illustrated story here on YouTube. And if you like that one, well, here's another story we think you'll like.